And then when we were in the Atlantic, I was thinking, no, that's not for me. I'm too scared. I probably have to stick to the coastal sailing. And but then, you know, when I tried to relax, I started to read the books, and one of them was Graham Cox's book, Last Days of Slocum Era. And I remember the sentence I read, what Graham said is like, sailing is a retrospective pleasure. That means you fight your fear, you fight like uncomfortable situations, and it's not a pleasure itself, but when you get to the destination, the pleasure of have this done, it's just amazing.
Jacob, you're in Cape Town.
Yes, I am.
That must be happy.
Yeah, this is. I wouldn't put everything in one word of happiness.
Yes. Okay, well, we're going to try and get behind that. I want to get behind you as a person, not about sailing and bits and pieces, just your emotions. So, you made a decision a long time ago to do the MGR, and the first thing you had to do was build the boat and get to the start line. There must have been lots of highs and lows during that period. Did you ever question yourself? Can you describe that emotional journey of just, I'll never build this boat, or I hate this, or, and then you finally get to the start. How did that go?
Well, regards the emotions, it was like from the top of the Himalaya to the bottom of the Mariana Deep. So it was like ups and downs a lot. And what I would say, like all the journey is about the emotions. So many times I was trying to give it up, and you question myself. I still question myself, even now. The only thing, the question changes. Like on the beginning, there was like to go for it or not to go for it. Then will I be able to do this or I won't? Then when the resources start to be on the finish, I question myself, will I be able to carry this on? Will I get some help? So, but and then all of a sudden, like help start coming on me. Like if you're good to people, people are good to you. Like world is a mirror, and I really like what you said once about the adventure. That the adventure makes the good people, and I totally agree with that.
So you're more or less saying that you were worried or thinking, how am I going to complete this? I don't have the money, don't have the time, blah, blah, blah. And so what drove you through that? What kept you going?
Well, probably because I never matured enough. I'm still a little boy in my heart. Like sailing around the world single-handed, this is top dream for every sailor. Like it was also mine, but I never believed it might happen. And then when I was reading about different possibilities, so when I read about the MGR, and the trigger was that the MGR was designed in my hometown in Poland, so I said, okay, this is the sign. And then I started to writing to you, Don, about how can I secure my place, because if I put so much investment of time and money and energy, and I won't be able to drop my place in a race, that would be disaster. But then you said something that kicked me off and stopped to hesitate and just go for it, just do it. Whatever happened, you jump into the river, and if you really are passionate about what you do, the world will work for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and this happened to me.
Okay, so then you get into the start. I don't think I've ever asked you this question. You had to sail across the Atlantic and then, here to Cape Town. Did at any time you think, this is crazy, I'm not going to make it, I got to give up? Was that ever? The sequence was when I set the sails 15th of August 2024 to cross the Biscay, do my qualification of 750 miles. My plan was to sail to Lagos. So it was already late in the season, and for the Biscay Bay, and I was like anxiously looking for the good weather window. It wasn't a bad time because the year was very windy that days. And finally, I picked something which was kind of like a weather window. I end up being in the middle of the Biscay Bay in a storm,
First storm in a small boat on a big sea scared me a lot. But also it showed me that the boat is really kind of seaworthy, and just worked. Boat went much better through that storm than me. So I was devastated. I all of a sudden I saw that I probably not going to be able to make the ocean voyaging in this boat. But I said, okay, I'm on the way. Everything is done and dusted. So I keep proceed, and I can always resign.
Yeah.
Then all the history with Adam, how we transported the boats over the land and stuff. And then there is the shakedown from Lagos to Canary Islands. So we set the sails. If you remember, the weather was quite big.
Yeah.
And again, I just did not know what to do. You know, all of a sudden you're on your own. Every single decision has to be made by you. Whatever happens, you just have to deal with it.
So was that scary or confusing, or just sort of think, wow, you know, by just, you know?
It was scary. I was like, honestly, I can say I was scared. About, you know, my boat was built by not a professional boat builder. Okay, so I didn't know how the materials are durable. With the biggest fear was if the boat breaks, because you know, you are like an like small thing on a big sea. Yeah. But slowly I was thinking, maybe I should give up. Maybe this is not for me. Having the stress 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, permanently, it just kills me. I was already tired after building the boat, and you know, like all the job before you set the sails usually is much bigger than the sailing itself. So then in the Canary Islands, I got relaxed. I got happy. I was in my beautiful world between the yachts in the marina environment, which I feel so good. Then I start talking to the other people, and the others seems to be like happy. They're not having the problem with the fear like I had. And I was thinking, but if this is not my world, what is my world? I've no other things. I have no replacement, so I have to maintain what I have.
Yeah, you touched on an interesting subject, because they were all probably scared and all worried. And they come and talk to you, and they say, "Oh, he seems okay."
yeah, that's what I thought too.
Yeah.
And then when we were in the Atlantic, I was thinking, no, that's not for me. I'm too scared. I probably have to stick to the coastal sailing. And but then, you know, when I tried to relax, I started to read the books, and one of them was Graham Cox's book, Last Days of Slocum Era. And I remember the sentence I read, what Graham said is like, sailing is a retrospective pleasure. That means you fight your fear, you fight like uncomfortable situations, and it's not a pleasure itself, but when you get to the destination, the pleasure of have this done, it's just amazing. So then I understood that it's not only me that's scared and full of fear. So I said, okay, so if I'm not that bad, let's start everything all over again. So I started to come to the sailing like, okay, this is it's not for the pleasure, it's for challenge.
That's right. You touched on another subject there, which is inspiration, because you drew inspiration from Graham's book. So who if I had to say one person that might inspire you to keep you going, who would it be, or what would it be? The one thing that inspires you the most?
From the book?
No, from just in life.
Okay.
Life in general.
Like in life, like regards the sailors, there are two big characters, two gentlemen of the sea, which is the Bernard Moitessier and Robin Knox-Johnston.
Yeah.
So there are like two biggest sailors for me ever.
Okay. Yeah, that says a lot. Okay, so in the scheme of things, in all the things that you've done in your life, where would you rank the MGR?
Oh, it's like there's the MGR on the top of the tops, and there's nothing. There's the big gap, huge gap, and there's the rest of the teams.
Okay, so do you think it's changed you, the whole thing, and if so, in what way?
Totally.
In what way?
Totally changed. I hope it's in a good way. Like you know, from being the guy who pushes for the career, doing the lots of jobs and trying to evolve, I always had like very big anxiety in me. I had this imperative to have done something significant. So because even though I wanted to spend my life on the sea, my history never brought me even any close to that. So I always regretted that I took the wrong path. and I knew I need to have something done for myself to kind of to save my soul. And I think this is it. What I've done that, I'm fully happy. I'm fulfilled, and like the man in life has a few things to do, like make the family, build the house, run the marathon, and plant the tree. So I have the things like family and the house and done. This is my marathon, and when I come back, I want to plant the tree. And the planting the tree for me is to do something for environment and for people, because just to help others to achieve their dreams. That's my planting tree scheme.
Okay, so last question: do you give yourself the luxury of feeling proud of what you're doing at the moment?
Bloody hell, I am.
Okay.
What can I say? I am.
Yeah,
I am. Even now, we're having passed the one of the Sailors Mountains, which is the Cape of Good Hope, which is like for all of us, it was most scary moment, like sketchy, to when we were planning the journey around that. So now we feel we all feel so relaxed and completed. But I know you can sail the world and then you can sleep on the banana skin by your doorstep. So I'm trying to stay focused. I'm hoping for this passage to be pleasureful. And I don't know, I just can't wait for the next project.
Okay, all right, on that we'll close it out. Thanks, mate. Good luck with the next one. See you on the other side, eh? Oh, wrong way round. See you later, thanks.